Okay, now example 1, we're required to do journal entries using gross replacement value method. So ngoba i-fair value yethu yokuqala esinayo ngo-20x6, shuthi ngizokwazi ukudetermine i-gross replacement value sizoqala ngo-2006. Sibala kanjani i-GRV? I-gross replacement value ithini? Fair value. Our fair value ngo-2006 u-528,000. To calculate i-GRV, sithi fair value divided by i-remaining useful life. I-asset sithenge ngo-2004, but now siku-2006. How many years are remaining ngo-2006? How many years are remaining ngo-2006? Guys? Okay. Ngo-2004 sathenga i-assets, kuthiwa leli asset line-useful life ka-5 years. Ngo-2004 besine-remaining useful life egcwele ya-5, ngo-2005 kusele 4, then ngo-2006 sisele no-3 years as in i-remaining useful life. Then to get i-GRV, fair value divided by i-remaining useful life times i-total useful life. Our total useful life is 5 years. So our GRV will be equals to how much?
880,000.
890,000.
880.
Okay, 808.
808.
Okay, shuthi i-assets lethu kahle kahle ngo-2004 kwakumele silithenge ngobani? Ngo-880,000. Hayi ngobani? Ngo-660,000. According to i-gross method sisho njalo. So the first step is to determine i-GRV. Our GRV is 880,000. Our second step is to calculate accumulated depreciation. Ukuthi okay, now sesiyazi ukuthi assets kwakumele silithenge ngo-880,000. Ukube sasilithenge ngo-880,000, imalini-ke accumulated depreciation engabe sinayo? Sizothola kanjani? The formula is i-GRV, which is 880,000 ekade siwubala. 880,000 divided by its total useful life of 5. Then you multiply with years past. Mingaki iminyaka esidlulile ever since sathenge assets? It's 2 years, angithi?
Yes.
Times 2.
Yes.
This would totally accumulated depreciation. How much?
152,000. 850. 152,000
years. The accumulated depreciation was going to be 352,000. Go back to your assets list, still taking 880,000. So this is just a calculation of any GRV, accumulated depreciation yakhona. With step number 3, we have to determine whether we have made a revaluation surplus noma i-revaluation expense. Remember, uzokwazi ukubona sidinga carrying amount ye-assets angithi ne-fair value yethu, of which it's 528,000. So uzosithola i-carrying amount kumele siqale sibale accumulated depreciation. Angithi it's cost minus accumulated depreciation before sithole i-carrying amount. So i-step sokuqala uzosokwazi ukubheka ukuthi we have made a surplus and expense. Kumele sithole accumulated depreciation ukuthi asisabheki-ke manje ukuthi bekumele sithenge ngamalini ngaba-accumulated depreciation. Sasibheke ukuthi okay, ngoba vele sasilithenge ngo-660,000, imalini accumulated depreciation yethu. So unikeziwe information ngakuthiwa sasilithenge ngo-660,000, i-useful life for 5 years, i-depreciation is calculated using a straight line. Imalini i-depreciation per year? Sasibheke ukuthi vele sasilithenge ngoba ngo-660, Aseke ekutheni kwakumele sikuthenge ngoba sesifuna accumulated depreciation esinayo, hhayi ebesizoba nayo. So imalini-ke i-depreciation per year?
132,000.
Izithole kanjani? 660,000 divided by 5.
Yes.
Yes, our depreciation is 132,000 per year. So imalini-ke i-accumulated depreciation?
So 64,000, I guess.
Uthole kanjani?
Imali ukuthi angithi iminyaka eseyidlulile isiwu-2.
Yes, iminyaka edlulile iwu-2. Remember ukuthi accumulated depreciation ama-depreciation wonke asedlulile. So I'm saying mawufika ku-step number 3, kumele wenze njani? Kumele uthole kumele uthole ukuthi senze i-revaluation surplus or i-revaluation expense, and ukuze ukwazi ukuthola kumele uqale uthole i-carrying amount uyi-comparison ne-fair value. Ukuze uthole i-carrying amount kumele uthini? Cost price esasithenge ngayo minus i-depreciation, accumulated depreciation ongama-depreciation asedlulile. So i-depreciation per year is 132,000. Thina siku-20x6 isiwu-2 iminyaka edlulile. Shuthi our accumulated depreciation is 264,000, being 132,000 times 2 years. Usinikeza an accumulated depreciation of 264,000. Okay, usunayo accumulated depreciation, shuthi usungakhona ukuthola your carrying amount. I-carrying amount yethu izoba u-660,000 minus u-264. Kuphuma ba? Kuphuma ba, guys?
Kuphuma 396.
It's 396. Angithi?
Yes.
So our carrying amount is 396. Shuthi manje sesingakhona ukuthi sibheke ukuthi senze i-surplus noma senze expense. So our carrying amount is 396,000 and our fair value. How much is our fair value in 2006? It's 528, guys. Siyabona sonke. Many people make the mistake when it comes here. So with number 3, remember best steps is 3 is to determine whether we've made a revaluation surplus or a revaluation expense. So you compare the carrying amount and the fair value given. So kule question, asazi kahle kahle besingazi ukuthi depreciation per year kahle kahle imalini. Ingakho siqale sayibaza okay, if i-assets sasithenge ngo-660 line-useful life of 5 years, shuthi per year siba ne-depreciation ka-132,000. In order for us to be able to check whether we've made a revaluation surplus or a revaluation expense, we need the carrying amount of the assets. The carrying amount of the assets is cost less accumulated depreciation. The cost price is fixed. The accumulated depreciation and depreciation adlule, which is 132,000 times 2. Esinikeza u-264. Shuthi kahle kahle carrying amount ye-assets lethu yubani? You-396,000 and the fair value is 528. Senze ini-ke la, senze i-revaluation surplus noma senze i-revaluation expense. Senze ini? Guys, if fair value inkulu ne-carrying amount usuke kuyini? I can disown. Remember ukuthi if fair value inkulu ne-carrying amount uyenza i-revaluation surplus. Imalini i-revaluation surplus yethu? Nisangizwa kodwa? So now usukwazile uku-calculate step number 3. Sesiyazi ukuthi sibe nani? Sibe ne-revaluation surplus. I hope akekho nombuzo. If ekhona ngisacela evele manje. Noma ufisa ngimphindele something. But then okubaluleke kakhulu ukuveza i-journal entry. Ungawabala ama-calculations akho but ekugcineni they need i-journal entry. That's step number 3. Vele ama-journal entries ayadingeka. Uzofika uveze ukuthi ngomhla ka-1 January 2024 sathenge i-plant. I-debit u-plant, u-credit u-bank. Ubala i-depreciation yango-2004. Phinde futhi nango-20x5 ubala i-depreciation yakhona. Then ngo-20x6 ngoba besibe ne-fair value, you have to indicate leyo revaluation surplus 132,000 uphinde ubale ne-depreciation yakhona. Ama-journal entries abalulekile, but i-journal entry for step number 3 iyona ebalulekile. Fike wenze njani? You start by debiting your plant. You debit your plant, i-assets lelo. In this case, it's plant. Uzodebita ngamalini. I-difference between i-price obekumele sithenge ngayo ne-price esathenga ngayo. So imalini bekumele sithenge ngayo assets 880,000 minus i-price esathenga ngayo ka 660,000. Phuma ba? Uphuma
220,000.
220,000. Then once you've debited your assets, you have to credit. You have to credit your accumulated depreciation. Now, accumulated depreciation futhi yenza the same thing. The difference between accumulated depreciation esingabe sinayo ubekuthiwa i-assets sasithenge ngo-808. Nansi accumulated depreciation angisibalile 352,000. Minus i-depreciation esinayo vele, accumulated depreciation esinayo currently ubani 264,000. Phuma malini?
88,000.
88,000.
88,000. Okay. So angithi i-journal entry be-complete, u-debit side kumele alingane no-credit side. So on the debit side, we have 220,000. On the credit side, we have 88,000. Shuthi ukuze ama-side elingane, it's either kushoda u-credit side noma kushoda u-debit side. In this case, kushoda bani u-credit side. So yini-ke sizoyi-credit ukuze lama-side lawa azolingana? Ngokubona kwenu based on the information that we have already.
Revaluation surplus.
I-revaluation surplus. So if usuwenza i-journal entry yakho, you have to make sure. Kuyenzeka sometimes ingabhalance, angazi ukuthi sesewenze njani. But in this activity, uzobalance on the credit side, you have to indicate your revaluation surplus osuke usuyibalile. I-revaluation surplus yakho yubani you-130,000. Siyawufaka ngala credit side ukuthi okay, I have a revaluation surplus of 132,000. So that's what you do with the first fair value. If waveza ama-workings akho njengoba kuwavezile, then bese kuzoba ile journal entry ebalulekile okumele uyiveze. Khona onombuzo? Akekho. Okay. So ngo-20x7 ukuthi sasikhathi sesambile ngizokhuluma nje. Sizophinde siqhubeke futhi ngizobona mase siqhubeka next time. Angifuni sibe neclass elide. Okay. So ngo-20x7 unikezwe enye i-fair value angithi shuthi ngo-2007 which is unyaka olandelayo siphinde sawu-revaluate i-asset sathola ukuthi line-fair value ka-440,000. Uzophinde futhi ubale i-gross replacement value entsha, ubale accumulated depreciation yakho entsha. Then you compare your carrying amount with the fair value of 440,000 to check whether siphinde senze i-revaluation surplus noma senze i-revaluation expense. Now the big question is, uzoyibala kanjani-ke manje i-GRV yakho? Noma uzokhomparisha namaphi ama-amounts? Okay, so if ususebenza nge-fair value yesibili, u-GRV esimbale previously, in this case it's 880,000, ne-accumulated depreciation ne-352, uba i-cost esithenge ngayo. Okusho ukuthi ngo-20x7 uma sesibala i-GRV entsha sizokwenzenjani? Sizothatha engathi manje i-assets zokuthenge ngo-880,000, i-depreciation yalo bani u-352,000, sisebenzisa okusha esikutholile. Shuthi i-GRV yakho ngo-20x7 izobe isiyi-cost price ye-asset, i-accumulated depreciation ye-352 uzobe sekuyi-accumulated depreciation ye-assets lakho ngaleso sikhathi. Then i-fair value le yaka-440,000 uzobe ususebenzisa yona-ke manje uku-calculate i-GRV. Siyenze noma siphinde siyenze ngelinye ilanga.
Asiyenze.
Okay. 20x7 unyaka olandelayo. Unyaka olandelayo sihamba kangaka manje. Okay, ngonyaka olandelayo we have to determine i-GRV again. I'm saying ngo-20x7 uma usubala i-GRV yakho uzosebenzisa i-fair value le yaka-440,000. I-formula ithini? Ithi fair value divide by i-remaining useful life, angithi times i-total useful life. Ngo-20x7 i-fair value sinayo bani? U-440,000. How many years are remaining ngo-20x7? Last year we would ratio to this year, it's 2 years. The assets would say 2004, 2005, 2006. Nyaka u-3 idlulile, total useful life, it's 5 years, should to remaining years or 2 years. Times your total useful life of 5 years. Ithola malini?
$110,000.
Sithola ukuthi
1,000,000.
1,100,000. So usuyitholile i-GRV yakho, i-calculate using i-fair value yakho entsha. Number 2, you calculate in i-accumulated depreciation. Now sekufana nokuthi uthi kahle kahle ngo-20x7 i-asset lethu kwakumele silithenge ngobani? Ngo-1,100,000 ngo-2007. Usho njalo manje awusasho ukuthi uma silithenge ngo-808 sithini? Kwakumele silithenge ngo-1,100,000. Nakhona futhi once usunayo i-GRV yakho ngo-20x7 you have to calculate i-accumulated depreciation ukube kuthiwa yayine-fair value ya-1.1. Uzoyithola kanjani? Uthi your GRV 1,100,000 divide by total useful life of 5 years times iminyaka edlulile. How many years idlulile? You-3. Sithola malini?
$660,000.
Sithola u-660,000. So ukube kuthiwa leli assets asilithenge ngo-1.1 million, ngabe line-accumulated depreciation ya-660,000 ngo-2007. Then sengithi mina uma usufike la ku-step number 3, njengamanje sekumele ukhomperishe i-cost price entsha ne-cost price endala, noma ngikuthini, sekumele ucompare njengoba besenza sekumele ucomparishe i-cost price bekumele sithenge okwakumele sithenge ngayo ne-cost price esithenge ngayo, accumulated depreciation esasizoba nayo kwethiwa sasithenge ngo-1.1 ne-accumulated depreciation esinayo. Ngithena mina if ususebenzisa if ususebenzisa noma ususebenza nge-fair value yesibili, lokho oboku-GRV last year ne-accumulated depreciation yakhona kuba i-cost price yakho ne-accumulated depreciation yakho currently. Kanjalo futhi noma usudila ne-fair value yesithathu, GRV wa last year kuba i-cost price yakho ya-current konke ne-accumulated depreciation yakhona. Sezwana.
Yes, yabo.
So ngo-steps esi-3 was saying i-assets lethu kuthiwa sasithenge ngo-1.1 million ngabe line-accumulated depreciation ya-660,000. Now sekumele sicomparishe i-cost price entsha nani ne-cost price endala, accumulated depreciation entsha, accumulated depreciation endala. Bese sibheka ukuthi senze i-revaluation surplus ne-revaluation expense. So ku-number 3 wakho, you debit your assets. It's plant, debit plant and credit, okay? We debit plant. Remember, imali esidebitayo, it's the difference between 1,100,000. Kwakuyimalini i-GRV ya last year 880,000. Kuphuma malini?
To 20,000.
Then you credit your accumulated depreciation. You do the same thing. I-depreciation yethu entsha, depreciation yethu entsha ubani? U-660,000 angithi. Minus i-depreciation endala le yayihamba ne-GRV yakhona kwakubani? Kwaku-352 angithi.
Yes.
Phuma malini? Phuma malini?
308,000.
308,000.
Kuphuma u-308,000. So now iliphi isawude eshodayo?
It's a debit side.
Ushoda u-debit side, shothi kunento kumele siyidebithe la. Sengiyabuza-ke yini esizoyidebitha ngokucabanga kwenu? Nibonile ukuthi i-fair value yethu bikade u-528 but yadropha yaku-440,000. Yini e-possible ukuthi ngiyenzeke?
Revaluation expense.
I-revaluation expense. Imalini i-revaluation expense yethu ngo-2007?
It's 88,000.
Uyibale kanjani?
It's 308 minus 220.
Is it 220 or 210 laphaya?
220.
Ibalwa kanjani? Yenzeka uma kunjani i-revaluation expense? I think ilokho kumele sibuze khona. Yenzeka if i-carrying amount inkulu kunani? What do we call this? Kune-fair value. I-fair value yethu you-440,000. Imalini i-carrying amount yethu ngo-2007? Imalini, guys? How much is our carrying amount? We correct amount revaluation expense. correct multi-revaluation expense to 88,000, but you have to show your calculation. Awukwazi ukuthi uthi 308 minus 220 bese uthi revaluation surplus yakho 88,000 ungayikhombisanga calculation. That will show ukuthi awunayo understanding yalento oyenzayo. Okay, so ngo-20x7 remember ukuthi ngithena i-GRV yakho ya last year konke nelokhunjana ne-accumulated depreciation yakhona ngo-20x7 masiphinda si-evaluate i-assets kuzoba i-cost price yakho ne-accumulated depreciation yangalowo nyaka. Shuthi wena masubala i-carrying amount ngo-20x7 uzosebenzisa i-cost price yakho ebeyi-GRV ya last year ne-accumulated depreciation yakhona ukuze uzokwazi ukuthola i-carrying amount. So remember ukuthi ngithena last year sithe masibala i-GRV sathola ukuthi kahle kahle leli asset wamele sithenge 808 angithi accumulated depreciation yakhona beku-352,000. So this year ngo-20x7 mase sifuna ucalculate i-carrying amount sizothi i-GRV ya last year minus accumulated depreciation yakhona imalini i-carrying amount ephumayo lapho 880 minus 352 kuphuma 528 angithi guys. Last year u-528,000 wawu-fair value angithi okusho ukuthi ngonyaka olandelayo mase sibala i-depreciation soyibala using i-fair value angithi. So it's one and the same thing guys. So our carrying amount ngo-20x7 i-assets lethu lihleli ku-528,000 sifuna uku-revaluate si-check ukuthi ena senze surplus noma senze expense. So our carrying amount ngo-2007 is 528,000 sitheni 808 obeyi-GRV ya last year minus accumulated depreciation yakhona. Sizohlezi senza njalo whenever we're working with the second fair value or the third fair value. We just take i-GRV esibale last year ne-accumulated depreciation yakhona kube cost price ne-accumulated depreciation yethu this year to calculate the carrying amount. So our carrying amount here it's 528,000. Our carrying amount is 880, which was our previous GRV minus depreciation at 352, which gives us a carrying amount of 528,000. 528,000. And if a value esinikezwe ubani u-440. I-revaluation expense izokwenzeka if i-carrying amount inkulu kunani kune-fair value. So i-revaluation surplus yethu yubani-ke u-88,000. Then ama-side akho wo-2 asezobalance. Khona onombuzo. So now your debit side will equal to credit side, 220,000 plus 88,000 and 308,000. Yeah, I think that's it. Khona onombuzo. Noma ufisa ngiphinde something. Kuyazwakala guys. Mhlambe ngikhuluma ngedwa nje this one.
Ayezwakala.
Okay, so iyona gross method-ke le bafethu. If ubambe ekuthenini wena, if ususebenza nge-fair value yesibili, cost price yakho okuthenga ngayo kuba i-GRV yakho ya last year konke ne-accumulated depreciation yakhona uzoba right. If ngo-2008 futhi besibe nenye i-fair value, uzofika ubale i-GRV ubale accumulated depreciation yakhona. Mase kumele u-check ukuthi is it a revaluation expense or a revaluation surplus udinga i-carrying amount. Carrying amount uzoyithola ngokuthi i-GRV ya last year which was 1,100,000 minus 660,000 for u-2008 i-carrying amount yakho bizobumehluko between leya GRV ya 1.1 ne-depreciation yabani ya 660,000. Bese ngikhomparisha naleyo value leyo obuzobe uyinikeziwe. Ubheke ukuthi is it a surplus or an expense? I hope kuyezwakala. That was all, guys, with a gross replacement value method. Iyona esimple. Kodwa ayijwayeleke ukuthi iphume. Kodwa iyona esimple. Besaqala nenze ama-tutorials bese niyangibuza. Kodwa uma singasabhalansi ningangibuzi ngoba nami ngizobe ngingazi ukuthi kwenzenjani. Cala nenze ama-tutorial, guys. Uma kuwukuthi akekho nombuzo, uma kuwukuthi ukhona, cala abuze before iklasi ngiqhamuke. Ngiyayibona i-remaining meeting time lapha phezulu. Noma ibona mina kuphela. Yes, so
Siyayibona.
mangiqhamuka kuzobe kusho ukuthi sawuphelile i-class. Angifuni phela ngize ngibe nesisicefe nesinto engapheli. Guys, ngicela ni-practice please. Lo cela ama-test awu-2 azange akhali mase ngiwenza in a week, in 1 week. Akekho nombuzo, guys? Okay, good night, Nick. Hamani niyobhala, niyeke ukulala. Ngiyadlala.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.